Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here. Glad to be here, man. Excellent. Excellent.
Chat.
Excellent redeems. Back to back, brother. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This is the stuff I'm talking about. Cute chat. Excellent. Oh, new 20K redeem. Oh, no. Fuck. I forgot to turn them off, man. I forgot to turn them off. Let me see.
The thunder cracks.
Oh my
Rain hits the two warriors hard as their swords clash. The silver samurai takes his stance.
I am ready.
Wounds the crimson samurai. Oh! Left for dead. Thunder cracks.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. God have mercy on your soul.
No, I didn't fall over. No. I pretended to die of cringe. I should just come back, honestly. See, this is why these are off, brother. These are what.
Yeah,
my true form. This is what, dude. This is why the fucking 20Ks are off, bro. They're so disruptive.
All you guys type is XFFing. Do you guys have nothing else to say besides XFFing? Like, what's even so special about that stupid rat that goes XFFing? Chat, seriously, you're so annoying, always typing the same shit. And you guys call me a Vod. Who is he talking to? What do you mean, who is he talking to? I am talking to you, dumbass XFFing. You know what, since you like to XFF so much, how about your XFF and your ban appeal? Ha 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 ha, see ya, idiot. Rip, bozo.
Jesus.
I'm sure it's not that
Dude, this new poster for Back Rooms looks... Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Fine. Okay, that's it. That's it. Jules, how does he do it? Content. Content segment is over. The nonsense segment is starting. Okay. Holy shit.
You hear that? That's the woods saying hi. I love you, chat. Keep shining up there.
K-Sut. K-Sut.
Wind bears.
Dude, these redeems, man. These redeems. They're too disruptive. They're too disruptive. Oh. Hold on, man. Hold on, I'm fat and out of shape and out of breath. Me.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Xenaku. Happy birthday to you. And many more. And that's it. And that's it. Happy birthday, man. All right, so anyway, okay, all right, is the fucking intro to the intro fucking over? All the redeems exhausted? Oh, great. I can't fart. I'm exhausted. No more redeem. Wins redeems. Oh, boo. Dude, all you motherfuckers, dude, the only reason why you guys watch the stream is so you can redeem stupid shit. That's literally it. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, so, okay, guys. Hopefully we fixed our issues with the PC, hopefully. At any moment, I am expecting a shutdown. But hopefully it doesn't happen. For the most part, we got everything resolved. For the most part. But if the PC shuts down today, then we have a couple more options we can explore. I know it's going to sound weird. I know it'll sound weird, but it's really not the PC. It's really not. It's like we ran like a test. Let me see. Yeah, we ran a test, and it's within the limit. Like the stress test, you know what I mean? So this is the thing I'm running now. Here, I can just show you guys. Yeah, give me a sec. So this is the thing. So I like Chat GPT this shit and Googled it, and these are like the acceptable limits. Right here. This is like an acceptable limit for my shit. So like if the PC were to like, I don't know, shut down or some shit, man, there's a couple other things we can do. But there's also like some options that we haven't done yet. Because we're trying to like take it slow. You know what I mean? Like go like step by step. You know what I'm saying? So wait, did the Yahoo thing stop? Oh yeah, like I completely reformatted my hard drive. Yeah. Yeah, that's what other people were saying too. Well, so it's 85, but I'm streaming on 3 different platforms, and I'm also running a game too. Yeah, I do everything on one PC. Have I checked my browser and storage to make sure? Yeah. So occasionally I'll check like the, you know what? Because you just mentioned it, I'll check right now. So like one of like the telltale signs or whatever from the from that stupid fucking from that virus was that it took over one of my browsers. The browser that it took over was Chrome. And I just periodically check Chrome, and it says this browser is not managed by a company or other organization. Activity on this device may be managed outside of Chrome. So basically that means that no one has, like, that I own it, basically. Yeah. Wait, what was the computer usage? I don't know. I could just leave this up for a second. What talk? Yo, Neo, thank you for the resub. 113 fucking months, brother. 113 months. Thank you very much. Massive OG resub. Insane. Chat. Oh, non-OGs. Non-triple digit. You know what I gotta do? I gotta hit you with the fuck off. I gotta hit you with this. If you ain't no OG, okay, then you know what to do. You can fuck off. Thank you very much, Neo. Crow, thank you for the resub. $45 months. Joker, thank you for the 2 years, man. You're just mad the 20K redeems are more entertaining than you are. Somebody ban this guy for truth. Sorry, gonna have to time you out for that. That's a timeout. That's a timeout because in this stream, truth equals ban. 12% of those temps are not okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. When I look online and when I ask ChatGPT, it says it's fine. Mm-hmm. 80 watt is lowest. Dude, I don't know what any of this means, man. Cooler should cool. I mean, dude, okay, do you think my cooler is like put on wrong or something? This GPU runs really hot. It's not, that was one of the things. Now, if you Google my GPU, man, it's supposed to run hot, apparently. Apparently. Yeah, I don't know. So, I'm just going off of what, wait, are you gonna goon today? Nah, so, okay, today, guys, we were gonna do the Korean dating sim. We were gonna do the Korean dating sim, but I don't want to do it when my PC's not stable, man. Like, guys, okay. I'm just gonna say this now, man. My PC is not stable. Okay, it's just not, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is, man. And I'm not gonna play. I'm like, today we're just gonna do some normal, basic ass fucking racked 14. I'm gonna talk to you guys, and the reason why is because I don't want to get into anything. I don't want to get into anything that is a super huge commitment that I could potentially be ruined by a shutdown. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's less taxing, man. It doesn't matter. Like, guys, I'm telling you, man, this is just the way it is. It's just get over it. Like, I don't know what else to say. We're not doing that today. Okay? I want to do it. I'm annoyed that I can't do it. I just want to leave it at that. Okay? Because I plan to do it today, but I can't. So we're just going to do this because I don't know when and if my PC is just going to shut off, okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now that, okay, so let's say that I play the Korean dating sim and then I have a shutdown. That's going to be a complete buzzkill and I'm not going to want to play it anymore. But if I'm just playing this and I'm just doing the raid tier or I'm talking to you guys and, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to be annoying, but there's not going to be anything like, you know, that we're actually doing that's going to like lose any type of hyper momentum. You know what I'm saying, man? So, yeah. I mean, I could get like a new water cooler or some shit. I mean, honestly, I bought a water cooler. I got a water cooler because people told me about it, but I don't know if I actually should have done it. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, 40C? Okay. Yeah. So, okay, well then what should I... So then after today, what should I do? Yeah, so then what should I do? Should like, okay, all right, you guys have to understand something, man, is like when you guys tell me this shit, I don't actually know what it means. Okay, so when you guys are like, oh, your PC is running this and it should be that, like, I don't actually know what it means. So, like, if you're going to suggest something, the best thing to do is just tell me what I need to do instead of why I need to do it. Because okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. I am not doing anything to my PC. Okay? I am not doing anything. So anything you tell me is completely pointless if it's like the why I need to do it. So if you're going to suggest something, and don't get me wrong, like I appreciate everything. I'm just trying to save you guys some energy. You know what I mean? Because I am completely fucking ignorant to everything you're saying. Okay? So if you're going to suggest something, tell me what I need to do and not why I need to do it. I didn't build this computer. No. I watched a person build this computer. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, so anything that I need to do, I'm going to relay that information to the person that's going to do it because I am not touching the computer. Yeah. Okay. CPU is hot, GPU is cold. Oh, okay. Okay. Nah, I'm not taking my shit to a repair store. No way. Absolutely not. I don't trust those people. Every single time I've took my shit to a repair store, they've done literally nothing to charge me. They're fucking retards there, man. They're fucking idiots. Oh, if the CPU is hot, then your pump may not be running or is bad thermal paste job. Okay. Okay, so have Yowie check if the water cooler is running properly. Okay. Okay, so you guys think that my water cooler is not on there. Okay. See, here's like another thing too, man, is the stuff that you guys are telling me contradicts what I've heard online and what I've seen online. Can you hear it pump? No. I hear the fans. Yeah. Like, and okay, trust me, I'm not saying you guys are wrong, by the way. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just telling you what I've been told by other people and what I've read online. But from what I've read online, my particular motherboard is supposed to run hot. And if anyone, this is my motherboard. Like my motherboard is supposed to run hot. So even if I did everything correct, it's still going to be hot. But what I'm saying, Gilgamesh, is that what okay, so what I'm saying is that what you're saying contradicts what I've read online and what other people are saying. Now, they could be wrong. They could be wrong 100%. But I'm just letting you know. Yeah. So I'm just letting you know. Because when I did the stress test earlier, this thing capped at 89. It didn't go any higher than 89. Like not even 89.1. Yeah. Yeah. How long have I had it? Like 3 years, like 2 or 3 years. Yeah. You have a 7600 and it should run fine, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is okay, every time I've shown my like temperatures and shit to people, there's always multiple people that are like that's way too hot. It's way too hot. But the thing is it's always been this way. It's always been this way. So, Like I said, guys, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that like it um I'm just saying like that it like contradicts what I've. Okay, I guess what I'm saying is that you might be wrong. You might be, or you might be right. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't actually know. So yeah. The CPU is designed to run hot. Yeah. No, and that's what I've. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Anu. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Huh. Ryzen 9 running at a low power load. Am I running at a low power load though? I don't know. But also, like, you have to remember what I'm doing too, right? Like, is that like okay? Uh, yeah. So I'm streaming on 3 platforms. I have 14 up in the background, and I have like I don't know, fucking 15 window tabs open. You know, yeah, like I'm not like that's what I'm trying to say, guys, is that I am like what I am doing is probably nowhere near the power like load that you guys normally do. I mean, maybe it is, I don't know. But like this is what I'm doing right now. I'll tell you what I'm doing right now, and you can tell me if this like takes a lot of PC usage, which I would imagine it does. But I'm streaming on 3 different platforms. Now I don't know if streaming on multiple platforms affects. I mean, I'm pretty sure it does, but I could be wrong. But I'm streaming on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch. In addition to that, I have like I don't know 15 tabs open. I have music playing, and I'm also playing Final Fantasy 14. So, so like I would imagine that that's probably more than the average person, I guess. I mean, I can also check my task manager if you want. Yeah, if you want me to. Can I show you guys this? Can I show you my task manager? Okay. Okay. So I can show you guys this. Okay, what do you want me to go to? CPU usage. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. Low usage and high temps is sus. Okay. I have hold on, I can show you guys. I have 85 right now. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Go back to task manager. Okay. Okay, so then what do I need to do? Do I need to wait, where's that? So I need to just check what you guys said thermal paste and I need to check the cooler and the paste. Okay. Okay. So I could do that tonight. Okay, I'll tell you what. So I'll do that tonight or I'll do it if the stream crashes. Should I do that? Is that the plan? Yeah, I guess just tell Yoey, Ryan. Right click the name tab and add GPU usage. Wait, the name tab. The fuck? Name tab. I don't even know what that means, dude. Oh, right here. Okay, ads. Oh, wait. Swoo. CPU usage? I don't see it. Oh, GP. Wait. GPU right here? This thing? Oh, okay. Oh. I mean, I don't know what, like, I mean, I can see what you're saying, but I don't know what it means. Like, when you guys talk about, like, computer stuff to me, it's like, uh, um, okay, when you guys talk computer stuff to me, it would be like if I were to try to explain to you uh how I like blend when I paint and why I do that and you know what I'm saying? I mean, some of you will understand, but like a lot of you probably won't, so yeah, it's like speaking another language. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Load is fine. It means cooling is a problem. Okay. 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 So, okay, so then after stream, so then after the stream, or if the stream crashes, I will check the cooler and reapply paste, right? Should I do that? Well, no, that's fine if it takes a while. I mean, if I have to do it, I have to do it, right? I mean, can I just reapply the paste anyway? Or how do I check to see it? Can I just like look in there and like check to see if the pump is running? What if I turn my other camera on and I like show you guys? Can I do that? Oh, I can't. Oh, I could try to hear it. Okay. Hmm. I think I have that too. Okay, okay. Let me just put my ear. Okay, what does this sound like? Dude, what does this sound like? Is it like a hum? Okay. Sounds like this. When's the last time I changed thermal paste? I have no idea. So probably like 2 years. Probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay. Yo, let me piss real quick, man. Okay, so I'll do that. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check to see if I can hear it. Okay. Wait, what the fuck is a cryo sheet? Dude, that was basically me. That was literally me. What? Is it on? I don't know. I can't fucking see, bro. I don't know. I can't see. I don't know what the fuck I'm even looking at. I can't hear anything. No, I'm too busy. I'm too busy singing happy birthday to a chatter. Happy birthday. Am I supposed to be listening to something? Huh? Huh? Oh, dude, what the fuck am I even doing here? I don't know. That's literally me. Oh, wait. Oh. Yo, Art, thank you for the resub. Thank you very much for the resub. Dude, why the fuck is my... Ugh, dude, I swear, man. This fucking camera, man. This fucking camera is really obnoxious sometimes. Ugh. Brother! Dude. I really wish I could turn off this fucking, like, white filter shit. Or, like, this auto-adjust crap. Because whenever it does this shit, I have to, like, do this. I have to wait a second. The camera's like, oh, God, I gotta adjust it. Ah, fuck me, bro. Okay, see how much better that looks? Yeah. Do not use thermal pads for X3D. Oh. Hmm. Oh, okay. People also discount the importance of oh. Hmm. Okay. I'll just check it afterwards. Yeah, I'll just check it afterwards. So, okay. So, like, I'll take what you guys said and I'll, I mean, regardless, even if it's not okay, so like let's pretend for a second that you guys are wrong and it's not the thermal paste. There's no harm in just reapply new paste, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's no harm. So I could just do it to do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just do it to do it. Okay. All right. So I'll do that. I'll supply the thermal paste. It's like applying a wig on your head. It would do no harm. It's like applying a wig. It's like applying a wig. Shut the fuck up. Apply a fucking piece of tape over your dumbass fucking mouth, you idiot. I mean, I don't think my pump's dead. I mean, if my pump is dead, I'll just buy a new one, man. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this anymore because I keep seeing conflicting issues. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is at the end of the stream or after I stream. Okay, let's just take it one step at a time, right? Because I do want you guys to know that all of the shit you're telling me, I do really appreciate. I do, because this is obviously like my livelihood, right? So I need to make sure it's good. But it's just a lot of information, and there's a lot of conflicting information, right? And yeah, so there's nothing I can do right this second, right? And even if I could do it, well, even if I had time to do it, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'll put it. I'm not going to do shit. Someone who is much smarter than me is going to do it. Okay. So let's just go with this for now. And you guys tell me if this is a bad idea. Okay. For now, it might be the paste, might be the pump, might be something else. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for now, when I'm one, done streaming, or two, when the shit crashes, I will then, one, apply more thermal paste, and two, check the pump. If the pump is good, all good. If it's bad, I'll buy a new one. Is that like good for now? Is that like a good, I guess, plan for now? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. I have no idea what DIY means. Is that shit where they try to put like different genders and races in movies and shit? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Oh, do it yourself? Oh, okay. Uh, I mean, I'm not gonna do it. Yo, Nipple, thank you for the resub. When's new Discord roll? Oh, yeah, we have to make the bozo. The bozo roll. Yeah. What is this? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I will let you guys know. I'll let you guys know how it goes, okay? Okay, I'll let you guys know how it goes. Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna do it, Warrior, but hold on, let's see. If you're gonna repaste it yourself, fix the No, I'm not. No. I live with one of my best friends is he's pretty good at this at like the computer shit, so I'm just gonna have him do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna have him do it. So you can trust that I am not going to do anything. Yeah. Okay. There's a couple things I want to look at, man. Okay, I kind of want to rack now. There's like a couple things I want to look at. Let me see. They announced the Golden Demon winners, so I want to like look at that too. All right, let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, something funny happened, man. Something really funny fucking happened that I wanted to fucking talk to you guys about. Hold on. Let me. Okay. So, um, okay. Okay, so there's a couple things I wanted to look at, man. All right, so this is the first one. I just wanted to in case you guys haven't seen this, dude, this is so fucking funny, man. Dude, I fucking love this show. Have you guys seen this show before, dude? This is Kitchen Nightmares, man. This is so good. It's so good, dude.
Oh, for sake. Oh my god. What the is in there? Who cleans this? Somebody send help.
If you've seen Kitchen Nightmares, man, dude, this is too good. This is too good.
Labeled. Everything uncovered, no dates. It's time to confront Bobby and his team about the massive food hoarding problem I've discovered downstairs.
Oh god.
Practices down there are shocking. What else are you hiding here?
That's too good. Dude, that's too good. It's too good, man. I really like that show. Dude, who cares if I'm about to, you know what? I'm about to ban the words AI and slop in my fucking stream, man. It's like, dude, nobody can just have fun anymore, man. Like, nobody can just look at something and just have fun. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's fun, bro. Jesus, man. You always got that guy. Always got that party pooper in chat. You know what I mean?
Can you shut the fuck up?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying, man. You always got that guy. He's always at the party. Everybody's having fun. And he's like, the crab cakes could be better. And it's like, bro, they're free, man. If you don't like them, then don't eat them. Like, why'd you come to a party hungry? It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, dude, you should expect half quality food. You know what I'm saying, man? Don't come here expecting the highest of the high. You know, just fucking have fun. You know what I mean? These people are like allergic to fun. You know? All right, anyway, so this was kind of funny, man. So like I had an unk moment. Hold on. Yeah, so okay. So I tweeted this out, right? I tweeted this out. What would you guys rather get? Two new tank jobs. Hold on, man. Let me turn this on. 2 new tank jobs. Shit, my windows aren't aligned. Okay. I only expect slop from this stream anyway. Me and my partner watch Kitchen Nightmares, and at the end we look at the wiki to see. Oh, yo, you know, man, yo, do you remember that one episode where, dude, holy shit, man, it was like, what was it? It was like, it was this episode where he legit like didn't help him. It was the only one, I think. I just can't remember what it was called. Was it Anne's Bakery? Was it? Do you guys know which one I'm talking about? Yeah, there was a blonde lady. There was this blonde lady. Yeah. Maybe Amy's. No, Amy's sounds more like it, I think. Yeah. Hold on, what is this? Yeah, it was like yeah. It was Amy's Baking Company. Yeah. Wait. Didn't Yoshi there is going to be a new job or some Oh, well no, like no, there's always like 2 new jobs in each expansion, or there has been so far. You know what I mean? Yeah, but so like for Amy's Baking Company, dude, he didn't even help him. Like he didn't even help him. Yeah, he walked out. Dude, she was nuts though, man. She was fucking crazy. Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah, they were. Yeah, well, I mean, okay, they've come out with 2 jobs like every expansion. So like it would be safe to assume that they're going to come out with 2 more. You know what I mean? But my question to you, right, is would you rather, okay, so let's assume that they're going to come out with 2 jobs, right? My question to you is, are they going to come out with, like, would you rather have, if you had a choice, okay? If you had a choice, would you rather have them come out with 2 new jobs or 0 to 1, but fix, like, make the ones better? Because I don't really care if we get a new job. Like, at this point, we have like too many fucking jobs anyway. Like, okay, maybe not too many. How do I want to word this? Okay, we have too many jobs with the quality of the jobs are. Does that make sense? So if the jobs were more intricate, like a little bit more intricate, then it would be fine, right? But they're not. So what they need to do is not worry about another job and worry about making the ones they have better. Because so the one really cool thing is that, let's say that they take a job and they change it. Well, it's almost like they're adding something new in the game. But in my opinion, I actually like job reworks. I think that job reworks are more important than new jobs. And the reason why I think that is because if you have, okay, a job rework means that they are fixing something that is broken with the game. And to me, that is always important than adding new shit. So like, if something is wrong, you need to fix it before you add on more shit. That's just my mentality. Okay? Rework is not too difficult. It's not. And actually a rework is easier than a whole new job. Like saying saying that trying to come up with a brand new job is easier than a rework is like, it's really stupid. It makes no sense. Like, reworks don't sell expansions compared to something new. I mean, yes. That I'll agree with. Yeah. They could. So, all right. I'm not talking about what they can do, right? I'm not saying, like, I'm not talking about Square Enix in like specifically. I'm talking about in general. Okay. So like in general, okay, I think that a company or a game, if there's something broken in their game, I think that they should fix it before they add on something new. Because if they do that, then what happens is they turn into Final Fantasy 14. Okay? So like in Final Fantasy 14, there is a ton of issues, but they keep adding new shit on top of the broken problems, right? On top of the broken issues, but they never fix the broken. So like basically the core problem never gets resolved. It's so like basically you have this like pile of shit and you're just putting sugar on it and candy on it and sugar on it, but at the core it's still dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So that's not specific to just Final Fantasy. So I'm not saying, like, I'm not being specific to Final Fantasy. I'm just saying in general. So like in my opinion, now there is one job that I think we should have. We should get another ranged. But I'm not saying that because I think that I'm not saying that because I think it's the best decision. I'm saying that because it's the most fair decision. And it's the most fair decision because physical range have been shit on for a while. And they're like the only role with like an odd number. All the other numbers or all the other jobs have like an equal number. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think in fairness, like even if it isn't the the correct decision. I think the most fair decision is that we at least get a physical range. So they need a fixed physical range as a role. Well, that's applicable to every single role. Yeah. Yeah, so here's what I think that we should do, right? I think that we should either get one job or zero. And I think they should really, really, really go back to like Stormblood, Heaven's Ward era of jobs, because the jobs back in Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, there were really awesome things in Heaven's Ward, but there were also really bad things. So I think that their best thing that they should do is take the awesome things from Heaven's Ward and the awesome things from Stormblood and mix them together. And one of the things that I really think that this game needs is I think that this game needs like more punishment on rotational fuck-ups. I think that this game needs more DPS checks. I don't think that you should be able to completely carry and wheelchair your way through shit. Like a little bit, sure. But man, okay, do you know why that Final Fantasy okay, let me ask you guys a question. Well, all right. Well, I agree with that halfway. Stop homogenizing jobs and give them their job identity. I believe that like halfway, like 50%. I think that you have to have homogenization. You have to have a certain level of homogenization, because when you don't have homogenization, you end up with Heaven's Ward, and that's bad. We never want to go back to Heaven's Ward. There's too many negatives about Heaven's Ward that because I'll tell you this right now, brother, the jobs in Heaven's Ward, they had some identity. Let me tell you, they had too much identity. They had so much identity, in fact, that Paladin didn't exist. Paladin wasn't even a job. Fucking Black Mage wasn't even... Actually, Caster wasn't really a job, actually. There wasn't a Caster role in Heaven's Ward. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but there wasn't a Caster role. White Mage got absolutely giga-fucked. You know? So, Monk didn't exist. Like, I'll put it this way, man. So, to my knowledge, right, in WoW, I'll use WoW as an example because I just think it's one of the better examples. But in WoW, there's obvious class imbalances, right? And job imbalances, right? Well, in Heaven's Ward, bringing a monk to the party was all around bad. Like, there were 3 jobs specifically that if you brought them, your group was already suffering. And those jobs were Paladin, any caster role, and what is it? Monk. If you brought any of those your group was already trash. So like those 3 roles were like, I don't know, just absolutely detrimental. And the tank combination of Paladin Dark Knight was literally unusable. Okay? Summoner was not meta. No. You crazy? No. Like, if you did not have a Warrior and Dark Knight as your tank, your party was dog shit. If you did not have a Ninja and a Dragoon, your melee were dog shit. If you did not have 2 physical range, that's right, 2 physical ranged, the damage discrepancy between that and having a caster was absurd. It was absurd. The healers, Astro was overpowered as fuck. It was insane. And so was Scholar. And White Mage was absolute fucking trash. So like, it's kind of hard for me to explain unless you played, but because nothing like that exists anymore. Okay? Nothing like that exists. So that's too much job identity. Okay. That's too much. Okay. So a good amount of job identity is somewhere around Storm's Blood. But at the same time though, you want to take there were some really good things about Heaven's Ward. Like in Heaven's Ward, the game really punished you for fucking up your rotation. We need some of those back. We need to take some of those back. Okay? We can't have every job be amazing, then you get well, no, you can't think of it like that. No, you can't think of it like that. You can't think of it as we can't have every job amazing. You have to think of it like we can't have any jobs that are unusable, because there's a difference in the mentality. Like, not okay, so as it is right now, people shit on machinists a lot, but it's fine. Like, as far as usability, it's fine. But what I'm saying is that back in the day, you literally could not use Paladin Dark Knight. It was literally unusable. Like, if you had a monk in the party, that automatically made both of your tanks more shitty, because they had to use their tank stance. They had to in certain parts of the fight. So it automatically made them deal less damage. So it's like it's when it's to the point to where if a job is so bad that when you bring it, it has a detriment to the group, meaning that it affects another role in the group, then it's a problem. It was unusable because Paladin and Dark Knight, Paladin only had the aggro combo. It only had the aggro combo, and the Dark Knight wanted to tank. So in Heaven's Ward, the meta was you had the warrior pull. You always had a warrior, and they always pulled. And the reason they always pulled is because of the best tank ability in the fucking game. It was called Unchained. Unchained, bitch! Unchained. Amazing ability. I remember this fucking retard one time. This guy tried to call me out for saying that Unchained was the best, like one of the best tanking abilities. Yeah, let me tell you, it didn't work out well for that guy. That guy got fucking clowned on. That guy got fucking completely shit on. Yeah, that didn't work out for that guy. If you guys know what the skill Unchained did at the time, it was an insane ability that was specific to warrior. So back in the day, tank stance used to reduce your damage by like 20% on Paladin and Dark Knight and 25% on warrior. So what Unchained did was it allowed you to be in your tank stance but not suffer the damage penalty. So during Unchained, you basically were a DP, like you were full 100% damage, but you also were in your tank stance. So it was fucking insane. The amount of damage that you did during Unchained as a tank with your tank stance on was like on a whole other planet than the other tanks. So guys, like I don't want to, like, you're just okay. I'll tell you what, if there's anything I say that you're like, I don't know about that, Xeno, just go fact check me, okay? Because I'm not going to explain to you every single ability, okay? Because, there's just way too much. Just way too much, man, because the game was way too different. But going back to what we were saying, right? In my opinion, I think we need to go back to Stormblood. We need to go back to Stormblood. That era. Like, there needs to be there needs to be a damage discrepancy based on skill. There needs to be. And right now, there's really not. Like, let's say you take the absolute best Dark Knight and compare it to a Dark Knight that doesn't optimize at all. But they play it at an average level. Okay? So when I say they play it at an average level, I mean that they don't overcap on blood, they don't overcap on mana. That's like an average baseline That's like what is required of the job. The damage discrepancy between those two it's not going to be that much. It's not going to be as much as it should be. I'll put it that way. Okay? However, okay, so let me explain why. The reason why is because a Dark Knight has nothing to manage anymore. Like, it has nothing to manage. Like, okay, I want you to think about it. All of the optimization in this game is very, very, very minimal gain for a lot of time, way too much work. Okay? So, I'll give you an example. I'll use Gunbreaker as an example. There's an extremely cursed rotation that you can use throughout the entire fight where you can gain like 30 potency per minute. And that is because you put in 2 eye gouge under No Mercy. But to set that up and to execute it perfectly within 20 seconds while you're doing mechanics and trying to keep uptime can be insanely difficult or literally impossible from time to time. Okay? So because of that, it's not even worth to do. Does that make sense? There are other jobs like that. So there's also this super curse thing you can do on Warrior where you can put in two primal ruinations under your potion, right? Well, to do that, you have to GCD perfect that shit. You run the risk of your primal Rin buff falling off, which I don't even know, dude. That's so fucking stupid when they nerfed that shit, because literally what they nerfed, they didn't even. Okay, dude, when they nerfed the duration of primal ruination, this is how stupid they were. One, they said they nerfed the duration of primal Rin, which they didn't. They primal Rin buff is still 30 seconds, but the primal ruination buff is 20. So they actually got the fucking skill wrong in the patch notes. So that's the first thing. So that's already a huge fucking joke. Like, they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. So that's the first thing. It's already like a fucking huge joke. Like, are you fucking serious? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, when they nerfed it to 20 seconds, they didn't nerf it enough. You can still do it. I know you can because I do it. You can still do it. It's harder to do. So they nerfed it, but they didn't even know, like, they nerfs. Okay. I want you guys to try to understand something. When Square Enix does this shit, they do this shit without even knowing what they're doing. So they heard or they saw online that, oh man, Warriors were able to do this, and they were able to put all these to get an extra primal ruination under 2-minute buffs. Okay, first off, you can still do it. So their attempt to nerf that failed. Second off, they didn't even nerf the right thing. Okay? And third, who the fuck cares? It's one ability on the lowest DPS tank, and you have to play like GCD perfect for it to happen. Who the fuck cares? Like, who cares? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still under potion, so it doesn't even matter. Like, it's still under potion. So my point here is that they nerfed something that they didn't even have a full, complete understanding of. And, like, that's the actual point. So, like, even if you did that, like, let's say you played perfectly, right? Your damage is not going to be that much higher, if any higher, than the fucking average guy that just hits their shit on cooldown. Whereas in Stormblood, in Heavensward, especially Warrior 4.1, 4.1 Warrior was the best that Warrior has ever been, like, like rotation wise and satisfying. That shit was fucking hard, man. It was really hard to get perfect. It was very satisfying when you did. It was extremely rewarding, and the damage increase of playing that well was very high. Okay? Very high. So that is the kind of stuff that they need to go back to. Like, basically, if you have a sweaty gamer, that sweaty gamer should completely shit all over the average guy, like in certain optimization situations. That's just the way it should be. Now, you have to be careful on the discrepancy, but that's where the tighter DPS checks come in. Like, you should not be able to wheelchair your way through so many fights and so many mechanics. You like damage should be a part of the fight. Like, you should have to optimize your damage to beat the fight. Like, you should have to, like, to at least some extent. Like, I'm not saying you have to be complete 100% sweaty, but I'm saying that that DPS should be a factor, and you should be able to overcome that factor in two ways: skill or gear. So let's say you are not that good. That's okay. You just wait next week. Now you have more gear. Okay. If you are good, then you don't need the gear so much. So you can make up that difference in skill. Now, you can do that to a very, very, very small extent now, but it's nothing like it used to be. It's nothing like it used to be. So basically, right now, the skill floor and the skill ceiling are too close together. They need to raise the ceiling, in my opinion. Not a lot. I'm not saying that I want them to take it back to Heaven's Ward, but I mean, fuck me, dude. Like, look at Dark Knight. It has a 1, 2, 3 and off GCDs. There is literally no optimization there. Oh, but Xeno, you hold everything for buffs. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that if you actually think that's optimization, you're either really trash, you're really retarded, or you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Because holding things for buffs is not optimizing. What the that's common sense. That's common sense. Of course you're going to hold for buffs. Like, what the fuck? Or you should be. Of course. Like, yeah. Jesus. Again, no shit. Like, Dark Knight is the most brain dead fucking miserable pile of shit fucking class that I've ever played in any MMO. Like, it is so fucking goddamn boring. I don't know how people fucking enjoy this shit. Every time I'm on Dark Knight, I just think about, like, when the job used to be fun before they completely gutted it and fucking ruined it and fucking, absolutely destroyed it. It's just this miserable fucking depressed hollow husk, a shadow of what it used to be. It's so fucking bad, man, in comparison to like what it used to be. Anyway, I think that we should get a physical range because it's fair. You know what? Any physical range? Why does no one ever talk about A Realm Reborn? Because, like, A Realm Reborn was in its early phase. Yeah, it was like, I mean, nobody wants to go back to A Realm Reborn, dude. Like, A Realm Reborn was it was literally the first expansion, right? Like, it was when the game launched. You know what I mean? So, yo, Koosh, thank you for the resub. 39 months. Thank you very much. Almost 4 decades. Hooves, thank you for the 98, then almost 100 fucking months, brother. Thank you very much, man. Raven, thank you for the 3 months. New sub badge. Thank you guys very much for the sub. Sorry that I didn't see that. Will you enjoy because it's easy? I mean, that's fine. That's fine. You can enjoy because it's easy. But because you enjoy it because it's easy, that doesn't mean that you can't have optimization levels. You don't have to do those optimization levels. There were jobs in Heaven's Ward that were, easier than the others that you didn't have to optimize but your damage was going to be lower. So the point is that like, if your mentality is, oh, I like this job because it's easy and I don't want it to get any harder, I don't know what to tell you other than you're just bad. Like, you're just like, then just have shit damage. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But just because that you are okay with something being brain dead, that doesn't mean that that's the way it should be. On the same side, but on the other end of the spectrum, you can't make things that require too much optimization, which is why I wanted to go back to Stormblood, because Heaven's Ward was too much optimization. What we have now is what you like, which is zero optimization. You can't have all optimization or none. You have to have the right amount, in my opinion. Like if you choose not to optimize and play well, that is completely fine. I am not saying that people have to be sweaty gamers, okay? Let me change the music real fast. But just because a person likes things to be easy, that should not be applicable across the board. There should be room for improvement, the people that do like that. Does that make sense? You know? Is it a stretch to say that pressing everything on CD without breaking your combos is already optimization enough? That everything what you said is a standard. That is the bare minimum. That is the average player. If you consider that optimization, then you are very, very, very ignorant to what actual optimization is. Because that shit that you just said, that is the bare minimum that is literally in the job guide, or at least I'm pretty sure it's in the job guide. Like, that is common sense. So, like, I'll put it this way. So, like, okay, I'll put it this way. When you drive your car, you stop at red lights, right? You know, you stop at stop signs, right? Okay, that is like what is to be expected, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the bare minimum of what like you're required to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, like anything below that is, you know what I'm saying? That's not like, that's not optimizing. That's just doing what you should be doing. Like, that's common sense. Kentucky drivers lost that memo. I mean, there's a lot of people, and that's why I use driving as an example, because there's a lot of fucking idiots out there. So, like, not overcapping should be common practice. You know what I mean? That should just, like, you should not be rewarded for, like, fucking overcapping, like, or not overcapping. Like, it should just be obvious, right? Like, okay, you have full mana, you use Siphon Strike, but it gives you mana. Okay, well, you obviously wasted the mana, so don't do that, you know? I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, like, back in Stormblood, there were optimizations you could do. Now, when I say that, I mean rotational optimizations. Like, you do weird shit. You would do weird shit or hold certain stuff for X amount of time. You would do like slight rotational changes, but over the course of the fight, they would add up significantly, which would increase your damage. They would go outside of the normal, I guess, bounds of a normal rotation. That is the stuff I'm talking about. So, like, if you combine that and you put in a little bit more DPS checks, then the game is going to be a lot better. The game will be. The jobs will be they will feel a lot better, because the jobs in Heaven's Ward were fucking awesome, man. Well, a majority of them anyway. Dark Knight was fucking dog shit, but now see, I actually hate 90 seconds. 90-second cooldowns. I actually hate that. And the reason I hate that is because I like pressing buttons. And this is just bias. Some people liked 90 seconds. I don't like waiting 90 seconds for a cooldown. The longest I want to wait for a cooldown is a minute. I like hitting buttons, man. I don't like waiting I think 2 minutes is too long. I think it sucks. I think that having a single ability on your fucking hotbar that you hit every 2 minutes, I think is cringe. I like just fucking go, 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 blast, blast, blast. Okay? Which is why I fucking love like Warrior, Gunbreaker, that type of shit, man, is because you blast every minute. And on Gunbreaker, you blast every 30 seconds. It's fucking awesome, man. It's fucking awesome and it feels good. So that's my personal bias. But some people like 90 seconds. I don't like, there's no satisfaction for me to hold a 90-second cooldown for 30 seconds so you can line it up with the 2 minute. Like I don't get any, like I don't, it's just annoying. It's just annoying for me, personally. But that's just me. I'm a big fan of 30 seconds, big fan of a minute. Because you're hitting your buttons more, there's more shit going on. Yeah. So anyway, I think we should get one physical range. I asked this question earlier about how many physical range players in the chat, if there are any, how many of you feel like that you begin shit on for like the past, like, you know, like 2-3 years, some shit like that, right? Because, like, all right, let me ask you this question, man. Let me ask you this question. Why do you bring a physical range? Why do you bring a physical range? Buffs, but other jobs have buffs. Dancer buff, I mean, other jobs have buffs. Okay, the answer to that question is you bring a physical ranged for the 5%. You don't bring a physical range because it's a physical range. You don't bring a physical range because it's the job. That's the point I'm getting at. No, you can't say the same for every job. You can't, because every other role shits all over the physical range in terms of damage. Other roles have like the support that a physical ranged has. Other jobs have that. So that's my point. What does a physical ranged have that another job doesn't have? And the answer to that question is nothing. Physical ranged are purely brought for the 1%. They're not brought because you need them. You know, in some cases, it's actually higher damage. Like in some cases throughout the past, like, you know, what is it, like expansion? It's actually higher damage overall to not bring a physical range and just bring another fucking caster or a fucking melee. No, not mitigation, because you can make that up with other shit. Like what I'm saying, Immortal, is anything that a physical range has, you can replace it by not bringing them and bringing another job. I'm trying to say. And you'll get more damage. But because a physical ranged has the 1%, that's why you bring them. That's why you bring them. So a lot of people don't realize that you don't actually bring a physical range for the actual job. Like, don't get it fucked up. You don't bring a physical range for the buff. You don't bring a physical range for the utility. Like other jobs have that. Casters have utility. Casters have a fucking res. Melee have damage, and they have mitigation, and they have raid buffs. So that is my point. That is my point. I want you guys to ask yourself this question. If they took away the percentage buffs from the rolls, would you bring a physical ranged? And the answer to that question, I think, is only if the party fills faster. I mean, why wouldn't you just bring another caster? It's going to deal more damage. That has the same fucking, like, why don't you just go Picto Black Mage? I'm just saying. So that is my point. That's my point. Is that the role physical ranged is not even brought because it's a role, or because of its role. It's brought because of the 1% that it brings to the party. And I think that because that is the case, I think that's a problem. I think it's a problem. So, like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? So once a role is in that position, the entire role probably needs something. You know what I mean? So back in Stormblood, you brought a physical range for multiple reasons. Okay, back in Heaven's Ward, you brought a physical range because of multiple reasons, right? But over time, those reasons have started to disappear. Okay. Back in the day, we didn't have the 5%. Like, we didn't have the 5% back in the day. We had that weird strength vit shit where it's like each is fucking weird, man. We had that shit. Okay. Okay, so Teddy, it's not about what a world race team would do and what a normal team would do. That's not what it's about. It's about the principle, it's about the mentality. It's about the fact that it exists in the game. Back in the day in Heaven's Ward, physical range actually dealt the most damage. Yeah. I mean, I don't think the game has designed itself in the corner. It's just, I mean, the game could do whatever the fuck it wants. You know what I mean? Yes, it did more than melees. Yes. How many people played Bard or Machinist back in Heaven's Ward? How many people played Machinist and you were just fucking shitting all over melee damage? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, like, for those of you who didn't play back in Heaven's Ward, yeah, physical range dealt the highest or tied for the highest. They dealt more than melee. Yep. Physical range. Okay. Would you guys agree or disagree with this statement? Because this is what I think. I think that during the time in Heaven's Ward, like from Heaven's Ward perspective and respectively, physical range dealt more damage than any other role. That was the highest discrepancy, in my opinion, from the top to the second. Not the top to the bottom, but the top to the second, right? I think that was the biggest discrepancy in damage that the game has ever seen. I think. Now, I could be wrong because it's been, it's been a while. So maybe I'm remembering it with like rose-tinted glasses. But all I know is that I speed ran a lot in Heaven's Ward, okay? And the difference in having two ranged players in the party and not was fucking massive. Fucking massive. Also, Machinist used to have a raid buff too. What was it, hypercharge? It was like trick attack, right? I'm pretty sure. Those fights didn't have a lot of melee downtime. No, they didn't. I mean, maybe for you, because you might suck, but not for me. Yeah, it had a Vulm. Yeah, it's called hypercharge. Yeah. Yeah, the turret had trick attack. So let's imagine trick attack on Machinist. Yeah. It was like some shit like that. Nah, you wouldn't. Nah, Caster didn't exist back in Heaven's Ward. Not for speedruns. No. Absolutely not. No. No, every single speedrun comp was this. Warrior Dark Knight, Astro Scholar, Dragoon Ninja, Bard Machinist. That was literally every single speed comp. There was no option. It was that comp or your damage was dog shit. There was no wiggle room, no leniency, nothing. You ran that if you wanted optimal. And the difference between optimal comp and the next was massive. Massive. It was insane. Yeah, it was insane. Caster didn't exist. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine playing Machinist and you deal more damage than a fucking Black Mage or a Picto. Or imagine playing Bard. Imagine playing Bard and you deal more damage. Yeah, the game was a lot different. But I think we don't need another tank. We don't. I'm even like, I don't even think we need another ranged. But the reason why I want them to put another ranged in the game is just because I think, in fairness, I think that it's been too long since we've had our. When did Dancer come out? Stormblood, right? Dancer was in. Or wait, when the fuck that shit come out? Yeah, or no, Shadowbringer. Or it was the next one, right? It was Shadowbringers. Okay, Shadowbringers. So we haven't had a range in 2 expansions. Okay. I think it's time. And like, do I think putting another physical range in the game will make it better? No. I think what would make the game better is if they actually came out with 0 jobs and they just made all of the current existing jobs way fucking better. Now, okay, I want to say this real quick. When I say make all the jobs way fucking better or whatever, I don't mean that every single job is dog shit right now. So I'm going to give you some examples. Paladin right now is the best that it's ever been by far. It's not even close. Anybody that thinks that Paladin is not the best that it's ever been right now is fucking brain damaged. Paladin right now is absolutely absurd. It is absurd. It is flexible in all of the right ways. It has a range burst. I would say Paladin is almost too good. It's almost too good. And here's another thing about Paladin, man. It is incredibly fun to optimize. To hold to hold your Holy Spirit, line it up perfectly, make sure all the correct shit is under fight or flight. Like, that shit is fun, man. That shit is very fucking fun. My favorite thing about Paladin, man, is the fact that you can fucking, when you have to peel off of the boss, you can line it up to where you don't lose any downtime, man. That is so fucking fun to me. That's one of the main things I like about Viper, actually, is your Uncoil Fury. I really like that type of stuff. I like the option of holding abilities for specific situations. That type of optimization is very fun to me and very satisfying. So I think Paladin right now, do I think that they could make some improvements to Paladin, like change up their rotation a little bit? Absolutely. But I don't think that Paladin needs a whole fucking rework, man. Like, dude, Paladin right now is fucking crazy. And Warrior is also really, really fucking good too. Like, it's really solid. Now, as far as Warrior goes, they need another combo. They need at least like 2 other layers of optimization. So Warrior needs more, in my opinion, than Paladin. Gunbreaker right now, in my opinion, is actually really good. The only problem is that the damage discrepancy between playing out of your fucking mind and playing at the average level is not high enough. I think it should be. I think there should be higher damage. I think that if you're doing this cursed ass fucking horrible double eye gouge shit for the entirety of the fight, I think that you should not. It should be more than what's the average fight? 10 minutes, so 300 potency. You know, Dark Knight needs a whole complete fucking rework. That is a big steaming miserable pile of shit. It's like you guys know those locusts, how they fucking, or those cicadas or whatever? You see them on trees, right? That like hollow husk shell thing. That's what Dark Knight is right now. That's what Dark Knight is. It's just that hollow husk of what it used to be. Like, you know, it's just a very depressing thing. Anyway, so I'm just going to talk about the tank role because I'm not going to try to pretend I know anything else about any other role. Okay. So I'm just going to use the tank role as an example, but like there are some jobs that are very, very, very good right now, like Paladin, some jobs that are really shit right now. I mean, I actually think Gunbreaker are really, really, dude, I don't know about you guys, dude. I fucking love new Gunbreaker, man. It is so fucking fun, man. It's so fucking fun, and it's so good, man. It is so fun. Anyway, fun's, you know, subjective or whatever. But my point is there's some jobs that are really shit. Some jobs are really, you know, really good. So when I say total rework, I don't mean a total rework on like every single fucking job. I'm not saying they need to completely change everything from, you know, level 1 or anything like that. But like, as an example, like Warrior, give it another combo, give it like faster GCD, give it like an Shroud or something. You know what I mean? I'm not saying copy paste, but I'm just like throwing ideas out off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like give it something like that. Make it just a little bit faster, give it another combo, give it something else to manage. Why don't they bring the crit back? So for those of you that don't know, a Warrior's Gauge used to give it crit. Gauge? Yeah. A Warrior's Gauge used to give it crit. So the higher you kept your gauge, the higher your crit was. And that was really important for optimization, because now when you could just basically use the fell cleave whenever the fuck you want, but it was more beneficial for you to hold on to that rage and sometimes even overcap depending on certain situations. So sometimes you would purposely do the wrong thing to get a damage increase. So like, I like doing shit like that. I mean, not all the time, obviously, but like sometimes when you think out of the box like that, it's, here is another really, really awesome warrior optimization. So you remember that ability I told you called Unchained? Okay. Well, it was actually a damage increase for warrior to enter their tank stance. And I thought this was so fucking cool, man. It was so fucking cool because you could line it up with tank busters, man. So what you would do is you would turn on Defiance, and in the same weave, you would go Defiance Unchained. So now you're still dealing almost full damage besides the 5%. You would stay in Unchained for 4 GCDs because it would lock you out. So your Defiance would lock you out. It was either 3 or 4. But my point is you would go in Unchained, the attack penalty would be negated. And then you would use Thrill of Battle. It would increase your health even more. So now you have like, what was it, like 50% health? And then back in the day, Upheaval used to do something different. Upheaval the damage that it would deal was based on your HP. So like, bro, holy fuck. You would hit these upheavals that were like twice the damage of a fucking crit fell cleave. It was insane. It was insane, man. Like, it was crazy. You would turn on Defiance, gain 25% health, use Thrill of Battle, gain another like 20 or 25, can't remember how much, and then you would use Unchained, deal full damage, and then you would hit that upheaval. Holy fucking shit. It was like you hit the boss with a nuclear explosion, man. It was fucking cracked. And the thing is you could line this up with a tank buster. So not only were you tanking better, but you were also dealing more damage. Like, it was fucking awesome, but they don't have anything like that anymore. Okay? They don't have anything like that anymore. So that type of stuff, man, you don't have to do it. But when you do it, it is a huge damage increase and it feels fucking awesome, man. It's really fucking cool. So like, I mean, they don't have to add that exactly, right? I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to give you examples. I'm just trying to think about it. Hold on. Dark Dice being the gutter one. Okay. So anyway, yeah, man, that's what I hope they do. But I don't know. I could see it going, okay, I think, okay, here is what I think, just to like finish this up, right? Here is what I think. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think one of two things are going to happen. One, we get 2 jobs like normal. They say they're going to change a bunch of shit, and they do change some shit, but the shit that they change doesn't actually matter, and in the end, nothing changes. That's one thing I think is going to happen. I think when they say, oh, we got big plans for 8.0, I think that their version of big plans are not correct. I think that their version are ignorant to what actually needs to be changed. Now, I could be wrong. As a matter, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. People say that I shit on the game all the time, man, but I don't. I want the game to be better. And the things that I say, I want to be wrong, but I'm not. That's the crazy part, is that I actually want to be wrong. I want them to prove that I'm wrong. I want motherfuckers to be able to say, see, Xeno, you're an idiot. You were completely wrong. Good, because you know what that means? That means that the fucking game is better. And that's the whole point of this. That's the whole goal. That's the whole point, man, is that the game is better. I don't care if I'm right. I don't care if I'm wrong. I want the game to be better. So however we fucking get there, however we get to that point, okay, because we're all in this fucking, soccer mom van. All of us, all right? It's a big fucking van, okay? We're all in here. Now, I don't care how we get to our destination, okay? I don't care if we go off-road, okay? I don't care if we fly there. I don't care how we get there, as long as we get there, okay? That's all I care about. So, anyway, that's one thing that I think might happen. We're going to get 2 jobs. Everything's going to be normal. They say, oh, we're going to change 8.0. We have all these big expectations. And then they're going to trip at the finish line. They're going to trip over their own dick. That's path 1. Path 2, I think that we are only going to get 1 job. But it is not because they're going to make the game better. It is because they spent so much time on Beastmaster. And cost and resources. So I think that if we do get 1 job, I think they're going to say that we're only getting 1 job because they're going to make the other jobs better. But I think they're going to be lying. That's what I think. And that makes me sad. And like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I do. I am going to look at the tweet Mr. Ozma posted. Yes. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope that 8.0, I hope I am wrong about everything I literally said, and we can look back on this, and you guys can be like, FP Pong, not my kind of advice, or FP Pong, not my kind of game, or whatever the shit you guys said about Baldur's Gate 3. See, here's the thing about me, man, is that, like, I don't care if I'm wrong. Every time I'm wrong, I use that as a learning experience. Like, if I say something that is incorrect, I take responsibility for it and I learn from the experience, which is what you're supposed to do. Like there's too many people that think that it's not okay to be wrong. And obviously there's some things that, it's not okay. I mean, the concept of being wrong is not bad. It's a good thing because every time you're wrong, you can learn. But people don't look at it that way. They look at it as they're embarrassed or they don't want to say something that is going to make them embarrassed. And like, look, man, I'll tell you what, okay? Maybe this is just because I'm older. I mean, I'm 40, so I'm like half dead. I'm going to be 41 and like, holy shit, man, 41 in a couple months, Jesus. God. Okay, anyway, so maybe it's because I'm old or maybe it's just because like, I've been streaming for so long, but I just have no shame, dude. Like, I really don't care. I mean, I try to say things that I really believe that are correct, but if I'm wrong about something, then I'm wrong. Like, I'm not like, no one's gonna be right all the time. You know what I mean? So everything I just said, I hope we can look back on this and 8.0 comes out and it's the best expansion and all the jobs are amazing. And we can look back and we could say, oh, he was so wrong and he's an idiot. And I mean, the same thing about Beastmaster, right? Someone in chat just brought up Beastmaster. I hope that I am wrong about everything I've said about Beastmaster. I just don't think I'm going to be. I don't. I think I'm going to be right. And I think the people that are excited are going to be let down. And I think that Square Enix is not going to update Beastmaster and it is going to be stuck in a Realm Reborn and forgotten. I mean, it's going to be worse than Blue Mage. Because at least Blue Mage can go beyond a Realm Reborn. Like, we talked about this the other day. Can you do this in real life? So we talked about this the other day, right? But don't you guys, okay, and correct me if I'm wrong, because this is something that is just unbelievable. Okay, this is just something that is completely unbelievable. So correct me if I'm wrong, but to play Beastmaster, you have to own Dawn Trail. Is that correct? Because to my understanding, you have to own Dawn Trail. Okay, so let me ask you this. You have to own the Dawn Trail expansion, yet the item in that expansion pack can't even play the content in the expansion. It can't even play the content from the second expansion. Am I the only fucking person that thinks that there's a fucking problem with that? Like, I want to know in what crazy world that makes sense. Like, make it make sense to me, man. Like, how in the fuck does that make sense? How? Because I like, it's unbelievable. It's literally unbelievable. It's absolutely embarrassing. If you were to tell this information to another player, a new player, maybe a player from a different MMO, and you were to just word it exactly how I did. Hey, so able to play this job in the latest expansion, you have to buy the expansion, but that job can't actually do anything in the expansion. They would look at you like you are a brain damaged idiot. There is no other way to explain that. Like, what in the fuck? And okay, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but Blue Mage, you just blast, right? Like, you fucking load up that fucking free trial or whatever, and you just go. Or you know what? Maybe not even the free trial. You just buy the base game. Let's just go with the base game. Fuck the free trial because I don't even care about free trial. You get the base game and you can play Blue Mage. Is that correct? That's correct. Base fucking game. Okay, so how the fuck does it make sense that you have 2 limited jobs in the game? One of them is completely free. Well, okay, you have to buy the game, but you buy the base game, right? Okay, so the base game, boom, you could play it. You could play it. And it can actually do other expansions too. Okay? But then you come out with the next limited job, the second limited job. And that limited job is, you know what, man? It should have been called the limited job. That's what it should. No. I got it now. It makes sense. The second limited job. So we're going to limit it twice as hard. I don't know why I didn't think of this. No, I understand now. It makes sense now. It's the second limited job, so they need to limit it even further. So the next limited job isn't even going to be able to do content. It's going to be the mannequin, okay? That's the third limited job, actually. So you guys look forward to it. It's going to be the mannequin. And you're going to have to own all the current expansions, okay? All the current expansions, and the only thing that you're going to be able to do is stand like a fucking mannequin like this and put on clothes to sell, and that's it. That's the third limited job. That's it. Because that's the order of how things are happening. Like, you are like, okay, this is the second limited job. So you would think that the second limited job would be better than the first one, or at least equal to, right? At least equal to? You know what I mean? And he wonders why we think he shits on the game. But let me ask you this question, though. Is anything I'm saying untrue? See, here's the problem that a lot of people have with the things I say, and it's the fucking truth. And sometimes the truth sucks. Yeah. When you say the truth, that doesn't mean that you're shitting on something. No, because the things I'm saying are not a matter of opinion. And like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have the second limited job, and it is even more limited than the first job. So how does that make sense? How does that make sense? The truth is Beastmaster ran out, so no one knows how it's going to play out. I can tell you exactly. No, I want you to remember this. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to predict how it's going to play out. And again, I hope I'm wrong. I think what you're going to do, you're going to go around to a bunch of dungeons. You're going to do the same dungeons that you've always done in A Realm Reborn. The same shit over and over and over and over again. And there's going to be monsters where you kill them and you get you can summon the monster. Okay? Very similar to a Blue Mage spell. I think you're going to go to dungeons and you're going to do that. Then I think that there's going to be the Beastmaster arena or the carnival or whatever. It's that like did you guys ever notice the that thing that they showed with like the looked like the pawn pieces or whatever, you know, like the Beastmaster, what's it called again? What's it called? You guys know what I'm talking about? No. So they showed this picture, right? They showed this picture of the UI and the Beastmaster, like there's like different fights that you do, like on the Beastmaster like hub or whatever, and it reminds me of the very first Godzilla game on Nintendo. That's the very first thing it reminded me of. Yeah. So anyway, this is what I think it's going to play. You're going to go and you're going to do these shitty Realm Reborn dungeons that no one fucking likes. You're going to go in there. You're going to get monsters that you've seen 1,000 times. You're going to be able to customize the monster slightly. Is the customization going to matter? No, because the content's going to be so brain dead fucking easy that you can probably go with, you'll probably go in there with no beasts and probably kill shit. I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong on that. but you're going to go around all these dungeons. Then you're going to do the Beastman Carnival, and it's going to be fucking brain dead easy. And then that's it. That's going to be the end of the content. That's it. That's it. And I think it's going to be a solo job. I think it's going to be this. I think it's going to be like Running with Trust. That's what I think. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong because that content sounds like dog shit to me. Okay? Sounds like dog shit. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope that we can look back on this and you're like, man, I fucking told you Beastmaster was going to be the fucking awesome bee's knees. I hope so. I really do. Just want to say, watching some of your old content made ultra wide gamer things pointing out never ever considered. Holy ultra wide gamer. You know, I got my Cami 9000, bro. Hell yeah, brother. All right. Yo, let me pee real quick. Sorry. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Okay. So, wait, no other game has some shit limited job system like 14. It does. Just an unplayable. Do you know Realm Reborn? We actually got 2 new jobs, Ninja and Postmaster of the Cyclist series, Liver Mail. They added a joke like you leveled up Postmaster to 50. So yeah, Ninja was like weird. Ninja was weird. They like did it and then they said they were never going to do it again. Yo, Soul, thank you for the resub, man. 38 months. Moss, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the channel, brother. Sorry I missed some of these guys. But Thindle, thank you for the 18 months. Arrow, thank you for the 23 months. Thank you guys very much, man. Okay, so anyway, look, guys, we probably talked about this way too much, man. Okay, but TLDR. I think if we get 2 jobs, the shit is pretty much going to be the same. I do think the physical range are owed 1 job. I think that we should get physical ranged. In the ideal so if we get 2 jobs, I think other stuff is going to suffer. If we get only 1 job, I think that they're going to lie and say that they're going to take the reason why we only got 1 job is because they're fixing other shit. I think they're just going to straight lie to us. Now I could be wrong. Hopefully I am. Those are my 2 expectations. So if we get 2 jobs, the jobs are going to remain exactly the same as they are now, more or less. We might get 1, 2, 3 abilities. That's it. If we get 1 job, I think that they're going to lie and say that, you know, cost, resources, whatever, or sorry, they're going to say that we're only going to get 1 job because of cost, resources, or they're going to lie and they're going to say, oh, well, we're only getting 1 job because we're going to make the other ones better. And I think that they're not going to make the other ones better. Those are my 2 expectations. I hope that I am wrong on both of those. I hope that instead fuck, dude. Let's shoot for the fucking moon, right? I hope that they give us not only 2 jobs, but then they also make all of the other current jobs awesome. That's what I hope. That's what I want. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody else wants that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, is there anybody that doesn't want that? Like, you know how fucking, dude, you know how miserable of a fucking human you have to be to not want good things? You know what I'm saying, man? Like, how can anybody not want 2 new jobs plus all of the current jobs being better? Like, that's, you know, that's the best, right? So that's what I want. But do I think that's going to happen? Pfft, no, dude, no. They can't even get rewards right. Okay. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen on this. Okay. So like, anyway, that's my rant on this shit. Now, like Mr. Ozma put out a tweet. Where was it? Hold on, somebody. Shit. I fucking had it. Hold on, let me try to pull it up. Does anybody have it? Let me see. Yeah, I'm trying. Sorry, guys. I had it pulled up, man, and then I fucking closed my. And then I closed my shit. Thank you. No, I got it. Yeah. Thank you, Irvin. Okay. So this is Mr. Ozma. His tweet: when I was working on DSR, I gave it everything, my experience, skills, knowledge, and literally triple the work hours of most people. I truly, to truly move people, that level of dedication is essential. I'm in that exact same zone right now. While DSR was hardcore content, Beastmaster is designed for everyone. Please wait and see. After this, I'll take my daughters to Disneyland, and then I'll play Crimson Desert. Okay, so, okay. So I have like so much like massive respect for Mr. Ozma, man. Okay. And that is why that it makes me sad. That's why it makes me sad. Immortal, you're really fucking obnoxious, dude. Just get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, you're just, dude, just like get out of here. Your ass hurt for some weird fucking reason, man. I don't know why, dude. I don't even know why you're here. You know what? Just be gone for a while. You're fucking annoying. Holy shit, man. You're like, dude, you're like the fucking emo kid. You're like the emo kid in the back of the class, you know? Like, you're like the emo kid in the back of the class that goth kids made fun of because you're constantly like, death and despair. Everything is black and just, it's horrible. And when I go home, I just sit in my room and I just get sad. And I write in my diary about death and despair. Death is ugly. You're like one of those motherfuckers. Like, dude, have you ever heard of fun? Dude, like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, if you don't want to hear the things I say, then get the fuck out, man. Holy fuck, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. People like that are so annoying. And the reason why is because I actually feel bad for you. And the reason I feel bad for you is because why the fuck do you care about what someone else thinks about something that you like? Okay? You know what I fucking like, man? I like AI hentai porn. I love that shit. Okay? I watch that shit like every fucking night. Okay? And there's so many motherfuckers in here that don't like AI shit. And you know what? Let me tell you, brother, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Like, let me give you guys a piece of advice. Never let someone else dictate what you enjoy. Never. Because the second that you do that, you are having a worse life. Because I used to be that way too, man. I'll give you a perfect example. I love the song Bye 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 by NSYNC. I love that shit. That is dude, I love It's Gonna Be May. I love that shit too. But you know what? When I was in high school and all that shit, I didn't dare tell people because I'd be called a bunch. Oh man. Okay. When I was in high school, that was like fucking 25 years ago, dude. You know how many fucking homosexual slurs I would have been called? If I would have been like, oh yeah, dude, fucking bye, that's my shit, bro. You know, dude, I would have been an outcast. Okay? But I secretly love that song. Dude, don't ever let people don't ever let people dictate what you like. Hold on. Now I'm trying to Okay. All right, anyway. Okay. So anyway, back to this, right? Okay. So I have dude, I have so much respect for Mr. Ozma. No, I really do. And it makes me feel really bad. And you know why it makes me feel really bad is because the amount of effort that he puts in to his work and his fights, it is very rarely reflected in the game. Okay? So what do I mean by that? Okay, well, we're going to draw some paint. I'll explain it through paint for those of you that are stupid, like myself. Don't worry, I'm going to dark mode this shit. Okay. So, let me see. Okay. So, this is the problem. Okay. Are you, what the fuck, bro? Dude, oh my God. Dude, why didn't this start at max? Whatever. Okay. All right. So, this is the problem. Okay. Now, you know what, man? We're going to do a cup. You guys know you guys familiar with the cup, right? Okay, so check it out. So you got a cup, okay? So you got this cup. All right. Yeah, the cup's coming back, boys. Okay. So the cup is coming back. You can't overfill the cup, okay? All right. Okay. So real quick, let's fucking reread this. All right. So when I was working on DSR, I gave it everything, my experience, skills, knowledge, and literally triple the work hours of most people. To truly move people, the level of dedication is essential. I'm in the exact same zone right now. While DSR was hardcore content, Beastmaster is designed for everyone. Please wait and see. After this, I'll take my daughter to Disneyland, and I'll play Crimson Desert. Okay, so this is exactly why that I hope that I'm wrong about this. But I just don't think that I am, unfortunately. So for those of you that don't know, obviously, Mr. Ozma designed DSR. Okay, DSR is like the best fight in the game. Okay, at least in my opinion, that is the most fun fight for me. It's also the best ultimate. It's the best fight I've ever done. Okay, and you know he designed it, and he has also designed Chaotic. He also designed the Chaotic Raid, which was another 10 out of 10, another fucking banger. Okay, he also designed Q40. All right, Q40, a fucking banger. But here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem, is that very few people did it. At least on the top, you know, the highest difficulty. Very few people did it, and the reason why is because of rewards. Okay, that's the reason why. So the reason why I say that I feel bad for situations like this is because of the cup. Okay, so here's the problem. So this is the Mr. Ozma cup. This is the Mr. Ozma cup of awesome. What the fuck? What is that? Text for ants? Dude, I feel like that Asian guy in the meme where he's like, what? How do I change the text? Oh. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna make it huge. Okay, so this is the Mr. Ozma cup of awesome. Okay, now, here is the problem. All right, where's the arrow? Okay, right here is the max potential. Okay. This is the maximum potential. Okay. So I'll give some examples. DSR. Chaotic. Okay. These are some examples. Okay. Now, here's the problem. He is limited. Unironically, he is limited by Square Enix. So the reason why he is because the amount of effort that he puts in to this, to the things that he does, okay? The amount of effort that he puts in is the max. Do you understand? What is Q40? Thank you for proving my point. Q40 is a fight that most people don't do because there's no reason to do. But it is a very, very awesome fight. So here's the problem, is that Mr. Ozma always does this. Okay? He always does this. Everything that he has worked on, to my knowledge, okay? Everything he's worked on, to my knowledge, he's done this. He's put in the max potential, or he's put in the max amount of effort, okay? Now, here's the problem. This is where Square Enix comes in, because it doesn't matter how much effort he puts in if they don't reflect that in the game. Does that make sense? So let's use Q40 as an example. All right. So right here, Q40. This is Q40. But the problem is that Q40, oh God, you know what? Hold on. I don't know what this is. Hold on. Okay. All right. So here's the issue. Q40, in my opinion, was a max potential from 4-man content. Is there anybody in chat that did Q40? Is there anybody in chat that did Q40? Okay. So what did you think of the fight? Did you like the fight? Did you love the fight? Did you hate the fight? Because I loved the fight. I only had one gripe, and that was the targeting. That was the only gripe I had. But that's not Mr. Ozma's fault. Does that make sense? Q40 is the Pilgrim's Traverse. Okay. So all right. So when I look at Q40 as a fight, I don't look at it from the camera angle perspective. Like I don't hold it against Mr. Ozma that the fact that the targeting in it sucked. And the reason why I don't is because that part he doesn't have control over. Okay? At least to my knowledge. Maybe he does and he just left it out. I don't know. But I am definitely giving him the benefit of the doubt. Okay? All right. Even with Cammy Real. Even with Cammy. No, it's an issue. Yeah, it's an issue. But anyway, so my point here is that Q40 is, in my opinion, maximum potential. Okay? Now, Mr. Ozma put in maximum effort. But here's the problem. Square Enix said, nah, you know what? Nah, dog, you get this much. He's like the Pawn Stars guy. I'll give you about $250 for that. Here's a problem. Square Enix only utilized this much. Do you understand? Like, does that make sense? Is that it doesn't matter how much effort he puts in if they don't release things properly. If that makes sense. So let's think about Beastmaster for a second. Okay. He put in the maximum amount of effort that he could. But the problem is they only gave him very, very, very little to work with. So, like, let's say I give you, like, I don't know, 2 pieces of bread and some peanut butter. Okay, now don't get me wrong, I like peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I love a peanut butter sandwich. But you are not going to make, like, you're limited by what you have. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how good he is at designing things. If he is limited and he is not able to use all of that to his potential, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And this is going to be the same with Beastmaster. Okay. So let's think about the potential that Beastmaster could do. Okay. Let's think about the potential. Let's say that you could fucking go in there with like a whole fucking 24 man. And when I say like 24 man, what I really mean is like you have a Beastmaster and then they have 4 pets. So that's like 5 or some shit, or like 20 man or some shit. You know, so basically you and 3 other Beastmasters can all have 4 pets or whatever, you know, and you all go in there, and not only is it a solo content, but it's also group content. Okay. Let's say that you and another Beastmaster can go do an ultimate together. Let's say that you could duo an ultimate with your pets. That concept sounds so fucking cool. Okay? Like, let's say that, you know, let's say me and you are buddies, and I'm like, hey man, let's go fucking knock out some UCOB, bruh. And let's say, yo, I'ma summon this behemoth for the tank. You know what I mean? You summon the cactar. Okay? What's a fucking healer? A fucking, let's summon the Moorball. Let's summon the Moorball. Let's fucking give this motherfucker some bad breath. You know what I'm saying? You and a buddy could go in there and just fucking completely shit all over Twintania. Okay? That would be so fucking cool because it would be duo content or even more, right? Let's say you go in there with 4 Beastmasters and each one of you has a single pet instead of 4. You have group content on top of solo content. You're doing ultimates. You can do raids. You can do the savages. The potential is insane. Okay? The potential is insane. So they could have made Beastmaster absolutely ridiculous. Okay? But that's not what they did. That is the problem. Because if they were to do something like that and let Mr. Ozma do his thing where he just makes anything that he touches fucking awesome, you know, then the potential is going to be way better. It's going to be a way better job. So when I say Beastmaster, it's going to be underwhelming. There's a lot of people that don't like to use their brain. And they don't listen to the words that I say, which is why I loop all the time, which is why I have to repeat myself all the fucking time. Because I don't know, I kind of consider myself a dumb person, but for some reason, man, it's either my explanation of things or there's a lot of other people that are dumber than me. But anyway, I never one time said that Beastmaster was going to be like lazy content. It was going to be like horrible content. It was, okay, when I say horrible content, I mean like the effort wasn't going to be there. I always from the start had an understanding that whatever Beastmaster was going to come out like with content wise was going to be the best or close to the best that it could be. What I mean is I never one time doubted the actual content not to have any effort put into it. Okay? Because Mr. Ozma was designing it. So you already know that whatever it's going to be, he's going to put a shit ton of effort into it. But that it doesn't matter if he is capped, if he's limited on what they're going to implement in the game. Does that make sense? So, like, whenever they put him on this shit, okay, it's kind of like, it's kind of like putting a severely overqualified person in a position that they have no business being in because they're way too smart, they're way too talented, they're way too skilled. So it's like if you took an astronaut and you made him a cashier. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker is like, you know, calculating the fucking cosmos and shit. He's like calculating the distance between a motherfucking star and the fucking centimeters between the thing he's got to fix out in space in a spacesuit on a satellite. You know what I mean? But nah, he's like, yeah, you need change for that 20. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Okay. So that's the problem with Beastmaster. That is the problem. It's not the fact that Mr. Ozma is like lazy or he's slacking or no, that has never been in the discussion. That's never been in the conversation. The problem is that whoever put him in charge of this, okay, they're basically putting one of their best developers on something that another developer could do like just as well simply because of all the limitations that they're putting on him. Does that make sense? So like, I don't know, man. Let's say I'm trying to paint a model. Let's say I'm trying to paint something. Or let's say you have a hobby. Okay. Let's say you play an instrument, right? Let's say you play guitar. But the guitar I give you only has one string and it's out of tune. Well, there's nothing you can do. It's just going to sound like shit. You know? So that is my problem with Beastmaster. And it's not just Beastmaster. It's limited jobs. It's limited jobs in general. It's the concept of a limited job in an MMO. Like, I mean, dudes, ask yourself, have you ever been excited about anything that has been limited? Dude, I don't even like limited draft and MTG. I don't know. Wait, horrible analogy. What, limited MTG? Oh, you don't know MTG. I fucking hate limited MTG. I like Cube though. Don't present Destiny 2 players to Xeno. I mean, dude, I've heard so many bad things about Destiny 2 and all that shit. Does Destiny, like, do Destiny 2 players, do their opinions even matter? I mean, I don't know. I never played it. I just hear constant bad things about it. But anyway, so this is why I feel bad, man. This is why I feel bad. It's because I fully believe that whatever Beastmaster is going to be, whatever it's going to be, is going to be the best that it can be because Mr. Ozma designed it. But the problem is, like I said, is the best that it can be is the bar is very low. Okay. So it doesn't matter how good he is at what he's doing, unfortunately. Because if they're not going to utilize everything that he does, you know, like let's look at some facts here. Okay. Beastmaster is level 50. So that excludes it from how much percentage of the game do you think is level 50? 25%? 30%? 15%? That's actually a very interesting question, because I actually think that A Realm Reborn is less than 15%. I think it's around 10. I think it's around 10. So that means that you have something that they are putting into the game that only has access to 10% of that game. Okay. So now that you have 10% access of the game, so now you have to look at that 10% of what it can do within the 10%. Does that make sense? So within that 10%, you know what? We're just going to say 15 to make it generous. Let's make it generous. Let's say 15. Okay, so within that 10%, what can it do? There's 3 raid tiers that it probably can't do. 3. Can it do extreme trials? We don't know. We're not sure. They didn't mention that it could do 8-man content. So, I'm going to assume that it can't. And the reason I'm going to assume that it can't is because of my expectation. So within that A Realm Reborn, within that 15% of content that it can do, let's assume that it can't do Savages. It can't do Extreme Trials. So what is left that it can do? Open world content and dungeons. Okay. So you're putting a brand new thing in the game that can only do dungeons and open world content of 15% of the game's overall like entirety. Let's add a couple percentage because it's getting its own little zone, right? You know, it's like getting the Beastmaster Carnival. Okay, so we can add a couple to that. So let's just say 15%. You know what? Let's just be generous. Let's say 15%. So Beastmaster can play 15% of the game's overall scope. Isn't that a fucking problem? Like, to me, that's a fucking problem. That's a huge fucking problem. So already going in, we know that its max level is 50. They left out some critical pieces of information, and I think they left it out on purpose because if they would have said it, they would have killed the hype. And I think that those critical pieces of information were that it can't do Savage Raids, it can't do Trials, it can't do 8-man content. Now, we don't know that. But given Square Enix's history, I don't have high expectations. So we can already guess what it's going to be able to do. So let's be even more generous, okay? Let's be even more generous. And let's say that it can do all of the Savages. Let's say that it can do all of the Extremes. Let's say that it can do everything in A Realm Reborn. Let me ask you this question. Do you guys really think, like, in your heart of hearts, do you guys really think that it's going to see updates faster than Blue Mage? Because they've already apologized to the Blue Mage players. And you know the next time, Beastmaster's getting the fucking shit into the stick, not Blue Mage. So that's the problem. That's the problem, is that there is no, okay, not even Mr. Ozma can do this because this is impossible to do. There is nothing, no piece of content that they could possibly put in the game
that you are going to repeat over and over and over again, and it remain fun for 2 years without seeing a single update. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. It's impossible. Like, there's no fucking way, man. Like, there's just no way. I mean, I don't know, maybe an ultimate. Maybe it is possible. Let's think about it for a second, because people are still doing UCOB. 6 years later, people are still doing UCOB. But here's why I think that you kind of can't compare them is because of this. Ultimate is like multiplayer. It's multiplayer because it's in an MMO. This is not. This, to my knowledge, is solo. So, I don't know. Like, I'm genuinely trying to think of what they could put into Beastmaster that would make it relevant for 2 years. And I can't think of anything. I don't know. I'm at a loss. Blue isn't allowed to attempt UCOB, so Beastmaster won't. Beastmaster can't attempt UCOB because it's level 50, man. You still got to go through 2 fucking expansions. It has bigger problems. It has way bigger problems, okay? So, that's just my point, man. We are basing our knowledge so far about Beastmaster on Blue Mage. Like, we are basing that, we're basing the knowledge we have off of what they revealed and off of Blue Mage, because it's the only thing that we can compare it to. And Blue Mage is forgotten a vast majority of the time. And it's sad. And Beastmaster is going to be the same. But anyway, so a TLDR on this shit, because we've been talking about this way too long. A TLDR. I don't think for a second that Mr. Ozma slacked or was lazy or anything like that. And I never did. I think that he put everything he could into what he was given, because I think that's who he is as a person. I think he's very passionate in what he does. Okay. But I think that he's limited, unironically. He is limited. And I think that Beastmaster, the potential of Beastmaster, I actually think that Beastmaster's potential is like right around Q40, because those suggestions that I said, right? Those suggestions I said, what if they made Beastmaster level 100? What if you could go into a Savage raid? What if you could go into an Ultimate raid? What if you could go into a dungeon? What if you could go into a treasure map? What if you could do a whole bunch of shit? And think about it like this, man. They could have made Beastmaster okay, follow me on this. Beastmaster could have actually been one of the best pieces of content that they put in the game. And wait, what? BSM is black. Oh. Okay. What is it? I spell bees the master. What is it like that? Okay. So anyway, Beastmaster could have been one of the best. And let me explain why. Beastmaster could have been the only way to do an 8-man raid or an ultimate or any like content in the game, it could have been the only way to do it with less people. So what I mean is let's say that you have, let's say you have 3 friends. You and your 3 friends, you go into an 8-man raid, and each one of you summons a pet, summons a beast that you caught. Now you're an 8-man raid. Let's say you only have 3 friends. Okay, so you fill the rest of the spots with monsters. Like, do you understand what I'm saying here? Is that Beastmaster's potential could have been one of the best in the game. It could have been the only job in the game that was unique in the fact that you could go into any dungeon with less people. Okay? And that would have been so fucking cool. Like, that would have been so fucking sick. Because, not all the time can you get 8 people together to raid. So let's say you play this game with a very small group of people. Let's say you only play with like maybe 2 or 3 people. Because my first MMO, I only played with 2 friends. They're the ones that got me into MMOs. Well, let's say that you're in a similar situation. Okay. So you can use your beasts to fill in the missing members. And they have the technology to do it because they have the trust system already. Okay? So, well, that's a whole other, Shell, that's a whole other conversation because I agree with you 100%. Like instead, like all Beastmaster is like some altered squadron system. That's all it is really. And people are going to soon realize that after they just don't realize it yet. But Beastmaster could have been really cool in the fact that, me, you, and, somebody else, right? We go into T and we fill in the missing members with different beasts that resemble the roles of the party members we're missing, right? So I don't know, man. Let's say we need a DPS, so we call in a Cactar. Let's say we need a fucking, I don't know, support, so we call in a Moorball or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. But my point here is that Beastmaster could have been really fucking cool in the sense that it could have been a customizable party to meet you and your friends' standards. That's what it could have been. And it would have been fucking awesome to just be able to, like, you and maybe one friend, you just go in and you fucking duo a savage turn, you duo a fucking ultimate, you know what I'm saying, man? And that is when I think about Beastmaster, that's the type of stuff that I think about, because at that point it would be very fucking important that you go out and you get like every fucking beast you can, because some beasts might be better at certain fucking roles, right? Or sorry, certain fucking like ultimates, certain fights. Now I know I mention ultimate a lot, and I know some of you don't do ultimate. That's okay. That still doesn't take away from the point that you could do that to a savage turn. You could do that to an extreme. You could do that to literally anything. You could do it to anything. So like, doesn't that sound so much better than what they have revealed so far? And my idea is on top of everything that they've done so far, because you take what they did, and I understand that my idea is probably a shit ton of work, but at this point, I don't really care. I don't. They've been fucking up for a long time and they owe us some shit. They've been dumping money into stupid shit. And I mean, I'm not really going to get too much into that because I'm kind of ignorant to it, but I can tell you this, they've been fucking goofing a lot, and Final Fantasy is still kicking ass and is still doing good, because despite all of these Doom postings and shit, Final Fantasy is still doing well. It's like, to my knowledge, it's the cream of the crop in terms of Square Enix. It's still like the fucking cash cow or whatever. And that's fucking sad as shit. That's sad as shit, considering all the money they can make on Mog Station shit and other stuff like that. Okay? So my point is that, like, I don't mean to sound like a Karen, or I don't mean to sound like, entitled or anything, but I think a vast majority of us can agree that they have made quite a few mistakes over the past you know, year or so, and the mistakes that they've made are common sense mistakes. So it's just incompetence. So like when I say mistakes, I don't mean that they like Fru was not a disappointment to me. The current raid tier is not a disappointment to me. Fru is one of my favorite ultimates. The content that they deliver like has been good, but the problem is the implementation of that certain content is really fucking bad. Okay? So because it's really fucking bad, all right? They owe us. They owe us. Would you guys agree or not agree that they fucking owe us? Like, I don't know about you guys. I am so fucking tired of hearing them say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Cost, Reese. Oh, I'm so sorry." I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't anymore. Like, I used to actually defend Square Enix. I used to be like, "Hey, man, I respect them so much that they've said they've apologized, you know, owning up to a mistake." I don't no. It does that literally doesn't matter to me at all anymore. It literally matters zero because a person or an entity, a company, whatever, they can apologize over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then eventually it's going to be like, I don't really care anymore. I don't. Just fix your shit. Like, I would rather you tell me to fuck off. Like, okay, I'd rather them tweet this out. This is the exact tweet they need to. Yo, dudes. Bruh. For real. This is no cap. But we know we have been goofing. We fucking know. We hear it all the time. And we are not going to apologize because we have exhausted all of our good faith. So, what we gonna do? And this is probably like as long as the fucking tweet can be, right? So they have to like start a new tweet. So this is the second tweet. Part 2 is part 2 is you guys for now are going to trust us one final time. And you're going to fuck off. And we will handle our shit. What? It's off the screen. Handle our shit. Just trust. Pepe Neal. Boom. Send the tweet. This is the tweet I want to see. This is the tweet I want to see right here. This is it. If they tweeted this out, I would believe this 100%. I would believe this 100%. Oh, you guys can't even see the whatever here. I'll do this. Here. Yeah. I would believe this 100%. Basically, you know what they need to do? They need to do what No Man's Sky did. They need to do what No Man's Sky did. They need to either obviously they're not going to tweet this stupid shit, right? Like, I'm just being dumb. But they need to stop apologizing. They need to just fix it. They fix it. They come back strong. And everybody's fucking happy. And all of the respect is regained. That's what I think. How would non-American audiences react to that, Strummer? I mean, I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Yeah, so this is what I think. Because unfortunately, this is another TLDR on the situation. Unfortunately, if they only give him so